new nation, a nation no longer blighted by the cataclysmic failures of the previous administration, a nation primed and ready to enter the golden age. One of the many strong reinforced byproducts of our Republican vision is the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. It is one of the most consequential pieces of legislation that any party has ever passed, and for good reason. The provisions interwoven in this legislation are monumental. They are what the American people voted for in November. Historic tax relief for working families, massive investments to secure our nation's borders, capturing generational savings, slashing waste, fraud, and abuse in government programs so that they may run more efficiently for those who truly need them. Mr. Speaker, I could opine at length about the wins that Republicans have secured in this bill, wins that we've been highlighting to the American people for months. Meanwhile, our Democrat colleagues have resorted to fear-mongering and wailing from their bully pulpits in the hopes of deceiving the American people. For months, we've heard Democrats claim that the sky was falling, that all hope is lost because H.R. 1 will bring about the end times, and a litany of other outlandish and absurd claims. They are so desperate to smear H.R. 1 and deny the American people the policies that the American people overwhelmingly voted for in November. But let's again focus on what this bill accomplishes. It yields the single greatest cut in wasteful government spending in congressional history by slashing far more than $1 trillion of bloat. It preserves the greatest battle-tested set of tax cuts for working families that our nation has ever seen or our economy has ever realized. It doubles down on the border priorities of the most successful enforcement efforts by a president in our nation's history. It realigns our economy in defense of American workers, American energy, American businesses, and American job creators to unleash the engines of our economy, raise the tide of our economic standards, and bring a new definition of American greatness to the world. Perhaps the reason why Democrats are so desperate to smear this legislation is because they are caught in their own self-inflicted malaise of denial. Perhaps they still can't accept that Americans chose Republicans to lead the nation instead of them. That said, Mr. Speaker, Republicans are not distracted by that fear-mongering and doomsaying of those who want H.R. 1 to fail. The facts are on our side, and we've been cutting through the noise by bringing those facts to the American people for months. So that the record is clear, a vote against this legislation is a vote to greenlight the largest tax increase in American history being levied against everyday men and women. Decimation of millions of jobs across America. Kneecap the capabilities and readiness of the nation's military. This is not fear-mongering like what our colleagues across the aisle have been engaging in. These are just facts. Mr. Speaker, the pathway forward is crystal clear. The House must pass this rule and pass the Senate amendment to H.R. 1 so that more wins can be delivered to the American people. The American people deserve to keep winning, and to deny them that opportunity is a flagrant disservice. This legislation is the embodiment of the America First agenda, and we would all do well to remember that. Failure at this critical juncture is not an option. This clock is ticking. The President and the American people are waiting. I reserve.
The balance of our time, gentleman from Massachusetts.